The reach of the dangerous synthetic opioid fentanyl knows no bounds. One victim, as first reported by the 8 News Now investigators, is a Nevada probation officer.
And finally, we're learning more about how this happened after Vanessa Murphy pushed for answers and obtained never-before-seen photos and documents surrounding this case.
These photos obtained by the 8 News Now investigators show the scene of what the coroner calls a fentanyl overdose. The deceased, a Nevada Parole and Probation officer who police say took drugs home instead of placing them in evidence. Jonathan Scott was just 44 years old when he was found unresponsive in his home in March of 2021. Through public records requests, which took months to fulfill, we are learning about what unfolded. Metro Police investigated the drug overdose, and in this laundry room where Scott was found, discovered aluminum foil, a straw, and a lighter, along with white powder on this plate, which tested positive for fentanyl. In the garage, more drugs, including heroin and steroids. The Nevada Department of Public Safety declined our interview requests. Tom Roberts, retired from Metro, sat down with us.
So evidence, there's a certain public trust, right? And we in law enforcement are trusted with handling and impounding, whether it's found, whether it's evidence connected to a criminal case.
Investigators tracing Scott's steps back to the search of a North Las Vegas home on March 4th, where he found meth, heroin, oxycodone, and Xanax. A parole and probation officer later told Metro he and Scott made a decision to not arrest a woman for the drugs because she was cooperative. They decided to give her a stern talking to. Scott told her she was getting a golden ticket and she needed to get her life in order. According to Metro's report, Scott made no record of the drugs, but what they found at his home after he overdosed 24 days later appeared to be similar. A medical examiner revealing Scott's body showed signs he suffered another overdose in the past. Investigators also dug into old text messages. In 2012, Scott expressed concern about a job application for the fire department. There's reference to 2 drug overdoses. The friend was holding your dead body crying. Scott, just worried about the fent deal showing up if they look for it. I just hope it stays in the past. He also uses a racial slur. In 2015, Scott expresses concern about his application for the Department of Public Safety. If they contact you, we haven't hung out. While Metro later concluded Scott's messages suggest an extensive and routine history of drug abuse, Scott was hired by the state of Nevada and may have been on his way to climbing the ladder at the Department of Public Safety. He was described as happy and upbeat before he died, also confident he passed a test to become a sergeant. Hours before he overdosed, Metro Police say Scott's web history revealed a search for how long oxycodone stays in the system.
Law enforcement, they're people, right? And we have people problems, but it's also important to that we have an oath, we take an oath, and we should uphold that oath. And any time that we have or issues that we don't, we dig into that public trust and we lose public trust, and it sets the whole profession back.
Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
If you or someone you know is suffering from drug abuse, there is a national hotline for substance abuse and mental health. You might want to jot it down if you need it for the future. There it is. It's 1-800-662-HELP.